Part of the problem for Trae Young. He has a lot of assists, he scores a lot of points, but he turns the ball over an awful lot.
And that's not good against this defense. They are number 3 in turnover margin of Rhode Island. So they're very opportunistic with it. Spin down low. They try to work it with Odomes.
Good on yourself, but you're giving up a good look to get a great one. Wild shot from Smith, who has not had a great start to this game. Odomes wide open for the dunk. That's what Trae Young does better. Right now, Cameron McGriff just imposing his will on this Sooners front court. Mitchell Solomon as good as anybody in this league at going and getting misses and converting them to points. Young at the moment is out of this game. Mitchell Solomon. Odomes at the rim scores. Solomon. Odomes backing his way in, and the lefty scores. That's what teams around the country that have better. But if Oklahoma is in, how is Oklahoma State not in? The resumes look identical to me.
And you talked about their non-conference schedule, but you're still going up in 18 games having to play this league. It's just not. It's not okay. I really, you want the best teams in the tournament. I get
this event over the last few years. Totally different Iowa State team this season, and a loss to the Cyclones would be extremely damaging for Texas. You feel like they have to win just to avoid.
Yep. Tomorrow is the 103rd series that Bill Self's been involved with in the Big 12, and he's never been swept by a team that's beat him twice in the regular season. Oklahoma State will try to do that tomorrow.
And that shows what?
Well, whether they've had great talent or not, it's always been in their DNA because of their head coach.
Young tried for the lob, and the finish by Odomes. Still sitting in that 6th spot. They would take on Texas Tech, but they need to right the ship.
Right, that might change in 14 minutes.
Running the baseline is Odomes.
9th in their last 11 games, and yet still Joe Lunardi says they are an NCAA tournament team.
Although no team that's ever been ranked number 4 on January 15th has ever not gotten into the tournament. That's big. Rashard, legend. Commerce, Oklahoma, I believe. There's Odomes.
I use just basketball knowledge. Right now, my 4 seeds would be certainly Virginia, Villanova, Kansas, and Michigan State. They'll be my number 1 seed.
Is there a fire hydrant index? Odomes with a nice scoop.
They got high game without him giving them some an offensive firepower he normally provides.
He's got the rebound here.
He sets the tone for all his teammates.
Slip one along the baseline to Odomes.
I'll tell you one thing. Give the
stepped away from the defender, created space.
Odomes with the reverse.
And the reason he got that.
James after the jab step off the mark. Odomes able to get the Sooners hang around.
Now, with what I just said, I really do think that he can be a very good starting point guard in the NBA. A guy that can score.
Trae Young still without an assist.
But you know what? I think he's played with good composure. The offense has been pretty good for Oklahoma.
Odomes with English.
There is not this. Odomes is handling the ball to bring it up the court. He's going left.
Muscles it up. And scores again.
You got to know that he just committed a homicide in Norman. On the rim.
Odomes banks it in. Fades away. A little too strong. Numbers for OU. Odomes leans in and finishes. Rashard. Oshikowski with a shot fake and then a look-away pass fake, but he couldn't get it to the rim.
That's where he's got to get strong.
Young, what a feed to Odomes. coached by Shaka Smart a couple of years ago in Chile. Another 18 team that won the gold. Turned over by the Longhorns. Young, another long pass, and another slam. This time of Big 12 games this year than anybody else in the league has scored overall in entire games. Assist number 9 on the lay-in
for Texas to get the crowd back up and in it and put a little bit more pressure on Oklahoma.
Odomes driving right by Osikowski. A little contact as well. You know as well as I do, maybe better when they're playing well. Indiana at home, even if they might be a little undermanned compared to the opponent, they can put up an incredible half.
He reverted back at times to the Oklahoma State Trae Young. Texas shot 52% in the second half after a 40% first half.
Three guys who know each other well, Coleman, Young, and Abamba. Down to this end of the court, the final seconds ticking away.
And this year, he hasn't shot a three in either of the last 2 games. There's a shot rejected by Latin. There's Young. Up ahead, and the throw down for Odomes. Great look.
5 seconds earlier, they got miscommunicated. Trae reacted late, and a great read by Lindsey to drive that and not settle for a jump shot.
And Odomes answers with
the shot offensively. So does King McClure, because King can also drive the ball, can get downhill. They can isolate him on a wing. Got to look to take more threes.
Nice not able to corral the pass. Odomes eyeballed it, went to the bucket, lays it in. Nice move.
On the attack, especially without Kristen James in the game, is huge.
And there's Odomes on the attack again, and the throwdown. The answer, I mean, it's been incredible, the numbers that Young has been able to put up as Clark steps out to defend. Odomes had a good first half, and it continues. 3 more. He's Clark off the feed inside. Not able to get that shot to go. May have been blocked. Young to the corner. Odomes tries again and hits again. 14. A little under 13 to go. 6-point advantage. LeConte. That missed the lot. Odomes gathers it in. Odomes lays it in.
Miles from campus.
Here's Braxton Key from the corner. Off the mark, Kadeem Latin with the rebound for the Sooners.
Now remember, Tuesday night, Trae Young only took 9 shots, 26 points, 9 assists.
Nice left hand.
And by that I mean, some nights you're going to play against John Wall and he's going to kick your butt. And the next night you're playing against Damian Lillard. And you got that just gets the first down for the way.
And reliable from the free throw line. 15 for 18 this season. Under a minute to go.
Back to face guarding Trae Young.
And just muscle. And Daison Ingram knocks down his first field goal of the afternoon. Odomes left hand. 50+ NBA scouts on hand. And they're here to watch Trae Young, and they're also here to watch Colin Sexton. Laura?
Yeah, Rich, and to Fran's point, some of the scouts here said they could see Trae Young going number 1.
That's an added bonus when he's running the break that way.
Lamp is good.
With the second chance, he was so improved last year at Carroll, and he's been so aggressive in his last 9 games. This pace right now.
Another goaltender first meeting. Odomes caught down low, and Averett climbs to get a hand on it.
Young denied. So Oklahoma gets to the rim with Odomes.
Here, Oklahoma did a good job of switching that 4-on-5 ball screen. A good defensive possession for the Sooners.
Trae Young with the head up. And a bullet feed for two. And Rashard Odomes.
Little things, a Swiss Army knife that can fill up a stat sheet for you. But the last two contests doing an excellent job doing just that.
Oklahoma started 2 of 3 from the floor. Since that point, 1 of 8. Kansas State's defense doing a nice job. Rashard Odomes off the glass. That one was from 30 off the front of the iron. That one misfires as well, but there is Rashard.
Their others are stepping up and doing the job. May Wing with the slice. The find from Wade, an easy 2 for Kansas State.
May Wing, his first bucket of the game. Odomes gets the roll. In this tonight, a 16-point lead. Wade's got 16. Manic misfiring. He has had a quiet night. Odomes muscles in. Tough shot from Doolittle. Odomes decides against.
He brings a different dimension at the guard position. So athletic, so strong. When he gets downhill, he's a guy that can finish through and over contact. It's only fitting for Kansas State. They're upperclassmen when you talk about Brown and Wade have led the charge. 47 points on just 33 possessions.
Beautiful touch. James, baseline, to give. And Odomes gets it to drop.
Okay, field goal shooter in the Big 12. In fact, TCU has 4 of the top 6 three-point field goal shooters in the Big 12. And so when you're playing the Horned Frogs, you have got to extend out on those shooters.
Odomes with the drive, the late contest.
It's not like Lon Kruger doesn't want him to play defense. He wants him to play defense without fouling. He doesn't foul, but sometimes he doesn't pay attention to his assignments defensively.
Rashard Odomes gets 2, and West Virginia only a couple of shots taken. Latin, that's what he does. That's his 200th career block. Now Young penetrating. Hands off, the basket inside. Young stops, spins, left it short on the rim. Odomes. The stick back, working hard underneath Rashard.
Christian James, and here's Young.
I think the shot selection by Trae Young has got to get a little bit better the second half. He was trying to hoist some up that really didn't have much chance to go in.
Odomes slices through the defense and put the handle. Really impressive.
Yeah, but he's coming off that 22 points in the last game on the road at Kansas State. Little zone now, little 1-3-1.
Inside and a bucket for.
He wants to shoot it.
Yeah, they don't want him to shoot it.
Nope.
They don't love when he shoots the 3. Here's Young. Young going the other way, finds Odomes, and he puts it in.
The education of Trae Young. This is not going to change the fact that he's been the most dynamic offensive player in the country. But a little bit of a learning lesson for sure. That's goaltending.
And protocol, that's a big loss for the Cowboys.
It is, because he's done a lot for this team this year. He can play on a lot of different spots on the floor, relieves some pressure with his ball handling. He's a good shooter.
First assist of the night. He slumped last year as a sophomore. I think he'd even admit that. Playing well now, and Harrison.
But for the fact that Alex Robinson may have been the most impactful Horned Frog other than Kenrich Williams in the first half, that's going to be a costly foul on Fisher.
Odomes, the lefty. Oklahoma this year were beaten soundly by the Sooners at Intrust Bank Arena in Wichita not long ago.
I had Wichita State in a very good win for them in Waco against the Baylor Bears.
Odomes sinks the shot.
3-point field goal made of the season.
Young fires a pass into the corner for Odomes. He drives, scores, and lead for OU with 3 of those points from Trae Young. Along the sideline, stolen by Latin. Numbers for OU. Young gives it up, Laid up and in by Rashard Odomes. McIntosh floating it over Freeman, but it's short.
He just cannot get anything to go.
Here's Odomes taking it to the rim, laying it up and in.
Hey, Odomes really...
Demons. Odomes defensively really strong for Oklahoma the last possession.
West has it knocked away by Latin. Young is all alone ahead, but he'll leave it to Odomes.
And for the Shockers. Here's Brown. Maybe settling for the three just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah, just a little bit.
And Odomes throws it.
Oklahoma, I'm with them.
Jimani McNeese with a block on Benny Boatwright.
Jimani McNeese is the most athletically gifted player on this Sooner squad. And the way that Lon Kruger uses him. And here's Matt Freeman, the New Zealand Flash. Wow.
Flashing to the hoop is Rashard Odomes for
the bounce. Wilborn somehow got that shot up. Freeman has the rebound. Young ups the tempo again. Long pass ahead. Odomes wide open to finish and a foul. This year, Akeem Wallace ringing the bell from deep for the Roadrunners. It's his first made three of the night. He's 1 of 6 from downtown. Goes Young on the attack again, and an easy one. He can get too hot too quickly to leave him over there for long. McGusty triggers. Odomes up over everyone. Power dribble and in.
A little more offensive production. You know what he does defensively as a rim protector.
Young casts that one off left. Rebound Rashard Odomes, though. He'll re-attack. Blocked by Tamara. He got it back up, in, and a foul.
So I've been fighting an injury since the first game, so, you know, I'm just trying to come back.
Well, we look forward to your return, and we're certainly glad to see you back here inside the Lloyd Noble Center.
Thank you.
All right, Chad, back over to you.
Lineup this morning. He didn't play in Friday's game because of an ankle injury. There's the deflection in the steal. Kadeem Latin, one of the better defenders in the Big 12 Conference, forcing that turnover.
You know, you get the feeling that Young is a threat no matter where he catches the ball. That's too easy. That's just a cross.
End-to-end for the layup.
That's how good he was. 2,300 points, 3 years.
Three-time first-team All-American. When I was a high school kid, bucket 2 from Trey Thompson.
What a game.
Quickly, Oklahoma coming back. Countering is Rashard. Here come the Razorbacks and Daryl Macon. Long pass ahead. Mag hustling, blocks the shot. Rashard Odomes to the basket. Fouled, he'll go to the line.
Young's got a dozen and 8 assists. Christian James 13, Kadeem Latin 10. That one pops out for Tajay Teague. Here's Odomes. This is what he does so well. That big physical. Mallers squeezes home a three-pointer. Kyle Mallers was 1 for 7 from the 3-line against Dayton. And Coach Whitford said, yes. It's his second 3 of the night. He's got 8 points. Sooners just come after you in a hurry. Rashard Odomes lining it up and drilling it from deep.
See that with the 3 right there. A couple hard drives to the rim.
Young can't answer. Odomes takes that away from Brady Maddock. Rashard re-attacks with his left hand. Such a slash.
Team started out defensively than what you guys saw in the exhibition. How much was that stress maintaining that effort here in the second half?
It was really stressed a lot. Just the fact that we started the game with so much defensive intensity and got in passing lanes and was able to